Can siblings force the sale of an inherited property? Stick around and find out. Hey, this is Bill Eaves, associate broker and probate expert with RE/MAX and Bensalem. Just want to kind of give you a quick couple tips here. To answer the question, can siblings force the sale of an inherited property? Can partners force the sale of a property they own together? Kind of falls under the same umbrella. So before everybody starts suing everybody, let's look at a couple other options. First thing is, if it's an inherited property, an estate sale, what is in the will? That's going to take precedence over everything else, is what's in the will if there is a will. If not, you talk about the person passing intestate, and then there's rights of succession and survivor and all kinds of things like that. But let's just take a regular inherited property that's inherited by multiple siblings, or even multiple people for that matter. First thing you could try to do is to share the house with a formal agreement. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as the will doesn't strictly forbid it, you can do that as one option, a peaceful option. The second thing that's pretty common is structuring a buyout. If the house is worth 100, there's 3 people involved. If one person wants it, they need to come up with 75, which can usually be financed. And if there's like credit issues and things like that, there's ways to try to get around some of that stuff. But that's very typical of what happens in a situation like that. One person that wants it or 2 people that want it buy out the others. Now you can always sell and split the profits if that's what happens, what you guys want to do. You could also rent and split the profits as long as you all agree on how it's to be rented, and again, as long as the will doesn't forbid something like that, as long as the will permits something like that. Side tip, always establish written agreements. Verbal agreements, people remember what was said and don't remember what was said and remember something a different way. Always put everything in writing. It saves a lot of hassle in the future. Now, if all else fails and you can't agree on what to do, there's always a partition suit. The petition action is a legal action filed in court that names all parties who have or claim an interest in the subject property, including owners, lien holders, lenders, and holders of future estates. The action commences with the filing of a petition complaint, which is filed and served on all named defendants. To initiate a petition action, the person must file it at the Court of Common Pleas. So when all else fails, there are legal remedies, but they can be very costly, and it can prolong the entire event. It's always best to work something out. And again, keep in mind, I am an associate broker, not a licensed attorney, and if you need a licensed attorney and want a good one, let me know. I have several of them that I can recommend to you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, check out some of my other videos below, where you can get an executor checklist, a checklist of how to sell a property fast, sell property for cash for the most amount of money, a lot of good advice. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.